Hi guys! I thought I would check in and say hi on this channel even though we haven't made videos here for a while because I am moving soon to a different place and there's going to be different trees there. So I thought I would introduce you to the trees that are here and say goodbye to them, and maybe when I get where I'm going I'll make a video about the trees that are there. Okay, let's go. The funny thing about living here where I live in California is there's just like food everywhere. It just grows. These people aren't farmers. It just grows in their yard. That does not happen where I'm going. This is an Italian cypress and it is not trimmed this way. It just grows straight like that. I mean, we have some of these where I'm going, but not so many. People here really like them because they grow all straight and tall. I think it's, what is it, Cypress spirans maybe? But they're from Italy, obviously, as you know from the name Italian cypress. I'm pretty sure that this one's a Chinese pistache. Pistache full stop, not a pistachio. It's kind of hard for me to tell because I'm not very good with pinnately shaped leaves. They all kind of look the same to me, but I'm pretty sure that that's what this is. This is some beautiful fall color. There's not a lot of fall color where I'm moving to, so I'm really gonna miss that. God, just look at that color. It's so bright. I love it. I know this is probably very out of focus, but there are so many cars right now. It's like right about 5, so I think everyone's getting off work. Look at this. You see what I'm talking about? This is just in someone's front yard. This is just, it just grows out of the ground and they don't even, you don't have to put anything, you don't have to cover it in the winter. Oh my God. It's incredible how much food is just on the streets here. Here we're coming upon my favorite, okay, it's not my favorite tree, but it's my favorite fall color. This is Ginkgo biloba. I know a lot of people probably know Ginkgo because it has medicinal properties and it kind of grows everywhere. It has these funny little fan-shaped leaves. But Ginkgo is what's called a relic species. The thing about Ginkgo is there's no, oh my God, look at those little buds. I love it. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. So the thing about Ginkgo is there's no other trees that are closely related to Ginkgo. So as the story goes, in the past couple thousand years, for all intents and purposes, Ginkgo species in the wild went extinct. Except for in this one monastery where these monks like had some kind of cultural or social value attached to Ginkgo trees, so they like cultivated them. It was like this very secluded monastery and they did a really good job of keeping these trees alive. A couple hundred years later, there's the only like Ginkgo trees that there are anymore. Some scientists went and they like found these trees at this monastery. They're like, this is crazy. There's no other trees like this at all. And they kind of figured out what happened. And now they've propagated them and they grow almost anywhere in any climates. And there's like very few pests and diseases that can like damage this tree because they adapted at a different time and they evolved on a different timeline. And it was like secluded and away from like most diseases and pests for so long that they just like have not evolved to like attack this tree. But the thing about Ginkgo is you always want to get a male tree because the flowers smell really, really bad. What else do we have? Look at all of this food. There's like oranges and grapefruits and lemons. Y'all, I'm gonna miss that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what this is. I think that this is a Platycladus orientalis. Are there any, oh my gosh, let's see. It is a Platycladus orientalis. Okay, so Platycladus orientalis is similar to Ginkgo in that there's nothing else in its genus and they have these little hooks on this little gray fruit. You can kind of see these funny little hooks on there. And Platycladus orientalis is known for its like fan-shaped leaves, which you can't really see on this one, but on some of them it's very obvious. But on well-grown ones, I think that this one has been under a little bit of stress, but on well-grown ones you can just sort of see fans coming directly out at you. And that's Platycladus orientalis. Okay, this is a very common tree, but I just want to come and talk about it. So this is a sycamore, and if you look on it, oh my battery's about to die. There's these little balls on it, you can see them, and you can tell there's 2 balls. It's a 2-ball tree, so that means that it's Platanus mexicana, which is a Mexican sycamore. Platanus occidentalis has only 1 ball, so if it's a 2-ball tree, it's Mexican. The thing about this part of California, and several other parts of California as well, is that it's not just like citrus that grows. It's everything. I mean, there are like pomegranates and persimmons and olives that are like used as street trees. And when they fruit, you can just go and get them because the city just like plants them along the street. And there's like the main tree on campus where I'm going to school is Quercus suber, which is the cork oak, which is where we get cork boards from. I mean, they don't harvest them, but it's just so cool, you know? That's like cork, where cork boards come from, and like corks for wine bottles. And it's like a crop, you know? It's like a thing that people plant to make money, but they just grow here. All of these great trees that are like economically important just grow. You don't need to fertilize them or anything. I mean, you have to water them now that we're in a drought, but for years you didn't even have to do that. It's so crazy to me. It's amazing. It's like some weird paradise. It's crazy. Oh my God. I bet some people know what this is. I'm pretty sure that I'm right about what this is. I'm not very good. Yeah, no, it is. So this is California's very famous California redwood. Obviously these ones are very, old because they're not very tall, but, California redwoods, very famous for their red wood. And also they're like the tallest tree in the world. The thing about redwoods is that the tallest tree in the world, I think it's called Hyperion, but it might be called Superion. I don't know why I've got both of those names in my head. Whatever it is, they have to keep it a secret where it is. You can't go and see it or anything in case like a bio-terrorist, I guess, like wants to go and chop it down and like goes and like kills it. So only a couple of like very select scientists knows where it is. Look at this. This is an olive tree that's just like growing here, and it looks so beautiful and lovely. Look at this beautiful olive tree that grew olives this year. There are olives on the ground. Look at that. Them's are olives that you could eat if you, prepared them correctly. I come from a place in the world where it's more difficult to grow food, so the fact that it just grows without any kind of prompting here is so amazing to me. Okay, well, I'm home, but those were the trees of my neighborhood. There are some more, but I don't know them all, and some of them I don't care about. But yeah, those are the trees of my neighborhood, and maybe when I move, I will tell you about the trees there. I hope everyone is having a very lovely December. I hope everyone's staying warm. The weather is terrible here, but yeah, bye!